One message for you from your aunt. She will bust both of you in the head. Can y'all hear me?
Not rocket science,
I think you, like me, have a face for radio.
Can y'all hear me?
We gonna play with the players we got. The next man up.
That's why it sucks.
I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you.
This kind of unprofessionalism does not need to be tolerated. And I mean it. Like,
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
what the hell is going on here? Just all hang up.
Another episode of the BS Podcast.
Hang on.
Moran.
Hang on. There's all kinds of noise in my ear now.
Oh, jeez.
We need a little bit more professionalism.
I want the dude who I'm sure replaced something else with the word naysayer, right? Because I know it wasn't no way you and Terrion sitting at, come on, me and Chan sitting at the locker. You know what, Chan, when we go out here, you feel me? I feel like we should let those naysayers know.
They're gonna have to let a naysayer know. I see.
Be truthful. How did let a naysayer know come about?
It's something that was built in the offseason based off of we had to flip the page on external factors. You know, going into that season, we didn't play to the standard of Alabama football. And so when it came to the offseason, transitioning, trying to prepare, it was all about us having doubters, having naysayers when we was approaching the game and things like that. He doubted me right now.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of the BS Podcast. I am your host, Quincy Moran. I thought it was only appropriate to lead this show off with Lank. Let all naysayers know, and with that, I want to drop this week's shirt. This is a different opening, okay? It's a different opening, but I thought it was important. After a loss to South Carolina, that we get the history on what Lank is all about and provide you with this week's shirt drop of stank. Because Bama fans, we stank. Let all naysayers know we stank. That's right. There you have it. This week's shirt drop. It is available for $27.14 at quincymoran.com/apparel. At the BS Podcast. So go check it out. And I will add all my folks here to the stage as we get started on this episode of the BS Podcast. Yes.
We lost to Tennessee, not South Carolina.
I just made one up.
Yes.
Wow. I just made one up off of your idea. I just piggybacked. It's called Lank Ya, and it's let a naysayer kick your ass.
Yes. And forgive me for the misspeak. As I said, South Carolina, and I should have said Old Rocky Top, Tennessee. Put Alabama.
We felt like we lost that one too.
We did feel like that was a loss. So.
Yeah, that's true. So tonight, as we get started, I want to let you know that the BS Podcast is brought to you by Don'tTreadOnMeat.us. That's for those of us that like to have a good time representing our freedom to eat what we want and not let Bill Gates tell us, not let the weird people in society tell us that we can't have beef if we want to have beef. This is America. So with that, we'll get started tonight with our podcast. And I want to introduce to you the people who are ever so faithful to the show, starting with my co-host, Wild Bill. Wild Bill, tell the people who you are and what it is that you do.
I'm Wild Bill, pastor at New Directions Church of God, work part-time at Twin Bridges Golf Course, fixing to make a personal phone call to the one and only Nick Saban.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Please do.
call him up.
Please do. And you just you heard his voice affirming Wild Bill. Tell him what you want.
Call him up.
Call him up.
Call him up.
Call him up.
Tell him what
Tell
you
him
want.
Look,
Call him
I
up.
didn't
Call him
show
up.
up for traumatic
Tell
songs
him
from my
what you
childhood.
want.
Okay.
Saban on the main line now. That's right. That's right, Josh. Way to get it done. And you heard him sing a
Austin to take over.
I don't think
We
he's
sang
answering the phone call.
We
Austin, do you sing if you're not getting paid? Because that would sound better if you did it.
Yeah.
that's a great idea.
Yeah,
Well,
trust
you heard
me.
him
He
sing,
sings around the house all the time, and I beg him to stop. There is no payment for that here. He sings all the time.
And next time, if you hear somebody struggling to sing a catchy tune, join in and kind of take over.
I was
That's
kind of
right.
enjoying watching the floundering going on there.
And
All
you
right,
you heard him singing with me. His name is Josh Moran. One of the most popular men in all of America and around the world. He comes from the worldwide tandem known as the Moran Brothers. Josh, tell the people who you are and what you do.
I'm Josh, and I'm cranky today. And I had a. Did y'all see where Trump was working at McDonald's?
When are you not
I did.
crazy?
That's a fair point.
That's not true. So yeah, he was working at McDonald's. I don't know if y'all heard Kamala did Five Guys today, but they don't know if she's gonna. She doesn't know. They don't know if she's gonna go to a burger joint or not.
No, stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Well, Bill even laughed at that one.
Courtesy of Dave Rubin on that one, but that's
all right.
You got to get
thank
Willie.
you,
You got to get Willie out of the way first.
Thank you for the introduction there, Josh Moran. And finally, to round out the podcast tonight, we have the dynamic duo, the Dashes on DeBoer, here to cover Coach Kalen DeBoer and more. Amber, tell the people who you are and what you do.
I'm Amber Dash. I'm married to Austin, and I'm Bill's daughter, and I am cousin to the Q Dog and Mr. Grumpy Pants over here, Josh Moran. I work full time from home for a biodegradable dog bowl company, and
All
love
right.
it.
Eat the bowl. Eat the bowl. Very nice. Mr. Dash, tell the people who you are and what you do.
Well, I'm Austin, and I'm married to that lovely lady, and I'm not talking about the one in the red hat. I'm talking about the other one. And you know what I do? I drive and fly home to get here 20 minutes before this thing starts.
He literally walked in the door at 5 o'clock.
That is excellent. Well, it's
fly planes.
It's great to have everybody on. And
yeah.
hey, for those of you watching the BS podcast live, make sure to comment below so we can represent you and your thoughts on the podcast live. We will put your thoughts up if they're not too gruesome, which they probably will be. If you're new to the show, it's called the BS podcast for a few reasons. Number one, it's the Bama Sports podcast. Number two, we do talk a whole lot of BS, which stands for blowing smoke.
Oh, shit.
Okay, Josh covered that for me. So that's it there. We talk about sports, politics, culture, religion, and we have a great time. So welcome to the program. We do this in 4 quarters. The first quarter is brought to you by Don'tTreadOnMeat.us, and it has to do with Quincy Moran on stats and Wild Bill and his Bama bullet points. So with that, we're going to get started right now. Well, Bill, great to see you. Great to interact with you. So happy to be here, but not very happy with Alabama's terrible performance as they fall to the Vols 24-17. So we're here now to talk about your bullet points and keep all bullets to the points and none pointed at Alabama fans. We're in enough pain as we speak, but I will give the floor to you, good sir.
Well, there's not many to discuss. So the first one, Jalen Milroe targeted Ryan Williams 19 times.
Wow.
Let that sink in. An NFL quarterback, the most that they usually target their favorite receiver is 10 to 13 times a game. 19 times, which was 12 more than he threw to any other of our receivers. Ryan Williams Jeremy Bernard, and Kendrick Law were the only 3 wide receivers to catch a pass.
Can you repeat that just one more time?
The 3 that wide receivers,
Yes, sir.
Ryan Williams, Bernard, and Kendrick Law.
Williams, Bernard, and Law. That does sound like a law firm, but man, three wide receivers caught passes.
3.
Unbelievable.
And 19 of them was thrown, because you'll go over the stats. 19 of them went toward Ryan Williams.
Yes, sir.
So we created 3 turnovers and scored a whopping 0 points off of 3 turnovers. We have 1st and goal on the 3-yard line, run 1 play, and they nearly return it for a touchdown. Why can we not run the ball? 1st and goal on the 3-yard line. We can't run if it takes 4 plays to get 3 yards. Inexcusable. So my last 2, I don't have many today, but that's all for the Bama, Tennessee, because you're going over the stats. Mr. Will Reichard, kicker for the Minnesota Vikings in his rookie year, is 10 for 10 on field goals. Wow. He hit a 57-yarder yesterday. He has made 4 from over 50 yards this year. And shout out to one of Josh Moran's favorite ex-Alabama player, ex-Raider player, now with the Green Bay Packers, none other than Mr. Josh Jacobs. On catch number 212, he finally scored his first receiving touchdown as a member of the awesome Green Bay Packers. Go Pack. And
Go Pack. Yeah, if you are on the Raiders, you say go pack your bags to go to a successful football team, because we are absolute garbage right now. Holy cow. Wild Bill, those are some painful bullet points, all relative to the University of Alabama. Very excited. Josh brought that up too. When our kicker missed, 40-yard field goal or something like that. 54-yard field goal. Okay, that's understandable unless you're Willie Reichert. But he brought that up, that guy is the guy who stole the award from Willie Reichert and could not make the kick, which is unacceptable. Okay, well, we're going to bring the group back on right after this. I'm going to go ahead and get into the stats and show everybody what it is that we're looking at. You're going to look at the same screen with me. You see there, painfully, Alabama sitting at 5-2, now number 15 in the country. Tennessee 6-1. Boy, you're a bunch of lowlifes. First downs, the Crimson Tide 23 to Tennessee's 21. Third down efficiency, just absolute garbage. 3 of 14 for the Tide, 6 of 14 for the Volunteers. Fourth down efficiency, 1 for 2 for Alabama, 0 needed for Tennessee. Let that sink in for a minute. Total yards, 314 yards for the Alabama Crimson Tide compared to 414 yards for the Tennessee Volunteers. Passing, 239 whopping. Oh, isn't that impressive? 239 yards, 25 of 45 to average 5.3 yards a pass compared to 194 yards for Tennessee, which is not the most telling stat. It's coming soon. I'm going to try to make it through without puking. 14 of 28 for 6.9 yards per pass. Interceptions thrown. Hey, man, it was a level playing field. 2 for 2. And like you say, the last interception coming on the last play of the game, let's throw it over a wide open Justice Haynes and into the hands of a defender from Tennessee to close the game out. But that first interception coming from the 3 or 4 yard line, thrown right into the hands of a Tennessee Volunteer. Did everybody in the world that watches football not learn the value of run the ball with the Seattle Seahawks and Marshawn Lynch? Did we not get it? I don't know. Let's talk about rushing. I don't know why that came up. 75 yards for the Crimson Tide, 34 attempts, 2.2 yards a carry, measly. I mean, if you take that logic, Wild Bill, we could have 2 plays and we could have just got right into the end zone from first and goal from the 2, but we decided not to do that. Now for the Tennessee Volunteers, 220 yards rushing on a day where I was impressed by the defense, but they only had so much to give because the offense just continued to flounder. Like you say, handed over three turnovers and we turned them into nothing. 41 attempts, 5.4 yards per carry. Penalties. Oh my goodness. We scored more in penalties, which means, should we have won the game? No, we didn't, because they were all at the perfect time. 15 for 115 for the Crimson Tide, and the Volunteers weren't much better. 11 for 95. So a total of 2 turnovers for Bama. Tennessee had 3. Fumbles lost, it was 1. Boy, we thought things were going well there. And 2 for 2 on interceptions for either team. And we look at the time of possession. By all accounts, Alabama should have won this football game. Their time of possession, 33 minutes, 15 seconds, compared to Tennessee at 26 minutes and 45 seconds. And that rounds out your don't tread on meat stats for the game. And I got to tell you, relative to those penalties, now, my boss played against one of Coach DeBoer's teams, and he said it was one of the most disciplined teams he ever played against. I didn't think about following up, but I heard a stat today that in all Kalen DeBoer's wins, he's one of the most penalized teams, in the country. And with that, we have a look here at, penalties against Georgia, 10 for 90, 6 for 57 against Vandy, 7 for 67 against South Carolina, and 15 for 115. And this is against SEC play. And this is just, it's pitiful. I mean, there's a second set of stats on there that talks about the score in the second half. Georgia outscored Alabama 27-11, Vanderbilt 21-17. 21-17. Bama outscored them in the second half. And then South Carolina 13-13. They were flat. And then Tennessee outscored Alabama in the second half 24-10. So we are just giving it away as we add everybody else back to the don't tread on meat stage. Josh, what's the story behind the stats?
We are just hitting the 5-minute mark, guys, so we got time to talk about it.
Yeah, give us your thought on the stats on Wild Bill's Bama bullet points. What do you got, man?
I'm happy I drafted Will Richard in our dynasty league. Bullet points. Also, I have Josh Jacobs on my fantasy team, so he had a good day yesterday. That's another thing I got from the bullet points. All the rest of it, I hate it. I hate it. There's nothing to like. 75 yards rushing, 2.8 yards carry. I think that's what you said.
2.2.
2.2. That's worse.
Yep.
And then I got to be listening to the next round today and hear Tyler Booker come on and just talk about how, Ty Laws or Kendrick Law is a leader and he knows he's not supposed to do these dumb mistakes. Well, our leaders are making all these stupid penalties. So maybe our leaders are stupid. I don't know what to say about it. We got outgained by Tennessee, but I'm just upset about it. I can't get over it. I don't know what else to say. There's nothing good about the stats. We had the ball 6 or 7 minutes more than them. Jalen had like 14 turnovers, maybe 20. But in his last 3 games, he's got 6, right? 6 turnovers last 3 games.
That's something we need to fact check. So it sounds like Austin knows. Is that 6, Austin?
Yep. Yep.
So you think about this:
and he had 0 in the first 3 games.
three
He's
and a
thrown-
half games he
He's
has
thrown
played.
at least one interception in 4 straight games.
Him and Ryan Williams were in the Heisman running in the first 3.5 games, or was it 2.5?
It was
No, it was
definitely
three
the
and a
first three and a
It was
half.
3.
So the last 3.5 games, they've both fallen out of the Heisman race, and he has put together 3 of the worst games I've ever seen. And this last game was just atrocious. He couldn't even throw the ball close to the receivers. I mean, I don't
We
know.
gave him
Well, Bill-
all day to throw it.
Well, Bill, here's something that's interesting because we talked. You talked about in your Bama bullet points that Ryan Williams was targeted 19 times. Here's what's so crazy to me: that man was open the majority of the time. Jalen couldn't hit him. But what would you say the percentage is of times that he was open and they went to him 19 times? It was well over 75%. Would you say, Josh?
I mean, yeah, he was open on most of the every play I saw.
Well, but he wasn't the only one.
No, he wasn't.
Correct.
They couldn't cover Bernard, but when you don't have a quarterback to get him the ball, here's what really right off. We're first and go on the 3. You got a 6'5" wide receiver, a 5'9" wide receiver, and you're gonna try a fade route
Twice.
on first down. I'm talking about when we had it first on first down. Instead of throwing it to the 6'5" guy, let's throw it to the 5'9" guy. If you're gonna throw the fade route, throw it to the tall man.
He couldn't run the ball yesterday. I don't know where his awareness has been. The next round's talking about, is there something wrong with him? Who knows?
Yeah, it's that green stuff.
Money.
I've always said what makes him not going to be able to go from where he is to the next level. It's his brain.
I thought he was talking about mucus.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he
Welcome
had
to
a head
fall
cold.
in Alabama.
I thought he had a head cold or something.
A guy. Well, y'all answer. I have one question. Okay.
Well, then ask it.
Okay, their quarterback's running. Our linebacker is zeroed in on him, and he makes one move and touches nothing but the grass. Jalen's running wide open. One guy just make that first guy miss. You've got the whole rest of the field to run, and he can't even get past one guy, and Jalen's already running full speed.
And he's probably the fastest guy in the field. And he's 240 pounds.
Now you tell me, how can that be?
Yeah.
I don't know. All I know is there's some problems with his team. If you get 15 penalties and you got all this stuff going on, people get mad, throwing temper tantrums, getting dumb penalties, he's losing the locker room. So maybe he just needs a few years to get his players in, or at least one more year.
Yep. And as we move forward into the second quarter, I myself am going to call forward for the third quarter Austin Dash from the BS Podcast text, or BS Podcast, or the Bama Hotline. That is the Austin Dash I'm calling for the third quarter. So whatever you got to do, this Jekyll and Hyde thing, you need to bring it strong in the third quarter, Austin, because the Austin in text is not the Austin
in
context on the video.
The struggle is I calm down the next day.
So maybe I need to start telling people to take your phone on the road during ball games so that you can calm down instead of stress the rest of us out.
You know what? And the bad
Amber, we're not starting a new group text.
The bad thing is,
I said to take his phone.
The bad thing is the second half I'm on stage and I keep looking at my phone. I'm like, okay, we're good. Oh crap, we're not good. Oh wait, we're okay. Never mind.
Boy,
Just kidding.
That's some spiritual anointing up on that platform.
I'm telling you. I'm just trying to keep him from losing his job. I mean, we can't afford that. So,
all right, ladies and gentlemen, that is your first quarter brought to you by Don't Tread on Meat.us. Go get a shirt and go out and flirt with a vegan. No, probably shouldn't do that. Or you can try it while you're wearing the shirt, see what it gets you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the second quarter. That's right.
I love
Corner is
that
brought to you
intro so
by
much.
IamJoshMoran.com. Go to IamJoshMoran.com for high quality crap. Go show up there right now. You can get your shirts. That's right. Menswear. Look at that. Men's clothing since 1980, hopefully made in the USA. Or you can get on the Big Eagle. America. IamJoshMoran.com. IamJoshMoran.com. High quality crap. And with that being said, it is time we turn it over to none other than Josh Moran.
And the stressed out Amber Dash.
I need my music.
Oh my
I was
God.
not 100% happy to do this week. Put everybody back up. What are we doing here?
Y'all know he likes for everybody to be up.
Everybody's
Just
still
stay
up.
on
It's
it.
just we're focused on you.
You're
Go.
focused on me. Yeah, it's I wasn't really too excited to do this, but I tried to bring it for the viewers. We'll just say that for the 3 viewers we have. All right, so bring everybody back up. What are we doing? I like to see everybody's reactions.
He likes everybody.
I like
here.
to see everyone. What's the problem here?
Just like he likes his music.
I don't know why I have to keep saying the same thing every week.
You're
Because we pay you absolutely no attention. That's why.
All right,
That needs to be clipped for the intro.
I pay you lots of attention because I have to. Because
So,
I have so many
we do not have anything to do with football in this except for one
Thank
thing,
God.
and it's not Bama football. So we're gonna get this started off with the Bama basketball team.
Let's go.
I don't know if anybody had a chance to watch the highlights or the actual stream of the game, but I just wanted to start off by we're gonna show a few highlights from the next round. They had somebody up close, so wait on Uncle Bill to actually look at the screen so he can see it.
Waiting on my dad to quit talking to the dog.
Hey, Uncle Bill, you want to see
Cindy,
highlights of
actually.
basketball?
He's
or
talking
no?
to Cindy.
No, not really. I
Oh
mean,
my
it
God! Get up! What is wrong with you, Grumpster?
He
All right,
is grumpy
Roll clip.
today.
doesn't
clip.
matter until they start playing.
Bama played at Wake Forest. It was a very good. It was a good game until later in the second half. So roll clip. Let's watch some highlights.
Oh yeah.
Mo Diabate. He's put on some muscle.
Put that man on the football team.
That was beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
Auburn transfer.
Whoa. All the way down.
I cannot wait to go to a basketball game. I don't even care about football anymore.
That's a freshman. That's the big Clifford, the big red dog. Flip. Flip. Flip.
Jeez.
Boom.
Cow.
I just want to say that Wake Forest team is picked finish in the in the ACC.
Fourth. They're good. Hey, they got Gonzaga's top scorer from last year
Yeah.
on their team, and he was lighting it up. So that's going to probably be a tournament team we just dismantled there. Now, we were missing Grant Nelson, starter, Latrell Wrightsville, starter, Chris Youngblood, projected starter, and a 5-star 7-foot center, Aiden Sherrill, that didn't even get to play. And it was hard to find minutes for the players on the floor. The team was plus 30 with Mark Sears on the floor. I don't know if you understand what that means. Like, yeah, the guy he's better than last year, except he plays better defense. And he's been putting in work. It's going to be fun, but he didn't lead the scoring. Auburn transfer Aiden Holloway led all scores with 20 points a game. And last year, the whole knock on him was he was a all-star in practice, and he sucked in the games. And my question is, did Nate Oates already fix him? And, cherry on top if he did, but it's going to be a great season coming up.
Hey, Josh,
All right.
real quick. I have
I'm so
a
excited.
very serious concern. Just relating to Alabama basketball to Alabama football, and I won't do this again until after your set is done or you ask us to engage. But I remember Coach Oates saying, "Hey, we're 18 championships behind the football team." So I think I figured out what my concern is that Kalen DeBoer is such a team player, he wants to hold until Nate Oates gets 18 championships and then start winning. That could be it.
That's probably he's a nice guy. He actually is probably that nice, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
Lord. All right, so I'm gonna move on. I don't know if you guys know it or not, but Mark Davis sold 10% of the Raiders to Tom Brady. I don't know if you've heard of that, but here's some words shown by Mark Davis and his great haircut, and it's got the Raiders fans fired up, even though we are the Raiders on the football field normally, week in and week out.
What role do you expect Tom Brady to play in your organization?
Well, it's kind of putting the cart before the horse. We wanted to get to this point first before we started defining anything of that nature and all that. But it's just exciting. What I was going to say is we traded Devontae Adams for Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Although Tom can't play, I think he can help us select a quarterback in the future and potentially train him as well. So it's a huge benefit for the organization.
I cannot. I hate Tom Brady
All right,
so bad.
He needs to help him select a new haircut first before.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on. I'm not. So look, Tom Brady sucks at announcing. Can we just throw that out there? But I think he could be better at evaluating a team and getting some players. So looks like Tommy Boy is going to have a pretty big role on football operations. Hey, Mark, how about you let Brady handle all your duties so much that he even starts to look like you? Show the photo. Let's go. I want this kind of Tom Brady in my life, baby.
That's why until left. You saw it coming.
Hey, I mentioned Devontae Adams a minute ago. I don't know if you know, but he got traded to the Jets. They're really good this year. I don't know if you've been watching them. But we have some, our investigative reporters had to go deep undercover to get these highlights of Devontae and his debut with the Jets. Roll clip.
You ready?
Have fun at your next train wreck, loser.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, you
That's
suck.
hilarious.
Next, he's going to join the Kamala Harris campaign.
3 receptions for 30 yards. Go
Like Usher.
get the hell out of here, bro.
He's gonna join it like Usher just did.
Yeah,
Hate
next
him.
he's going to work for Kamala Harris and lose that too.
This is about a minute clip, but I want you to watch it because at first I thought these people are like supreme nerds. But the longer I watched, the more I realized how cool it actually is. So take a look at finger skateboarding.
I cannot with you.
Finger skateboard.
It's actually kind of hard. I've tried it before.
Just watch their moves, dude. Dang. That's cool, dude. Yeah.
Way to use that GoPro, bro.
Look at that.
I do want y'all to know that is kind of hard. I have tried that
I gotta
before.
tell you, them nerds are kicking it. So I figured, why not have AI create a photo of me skateboarding with my fingers? Roll photo. I don't know if that's accurate, but I gotta tell you that'd be
Why do
pretty
you
hard.
have 2 skateboards?
I don't know. This is what AI said, and that would be pretty hard too. I think that actually might be hard to finger skateboarding right there.
Yep.
That's about 150 pounds less of Josh.
Yeah. Hey, I'll be there soon. Don't worry about it. All right. So moving on, I got another one for you. I don't know
We're
if y'all
at
heard.
5 minutes, Josh, by the way.
We're gonna get through all this. Don't worry. I got probably my 7 minutes. All right. So look, I don't know if y'all heard, but Tua's coming back, and he's not gonna wear the protective gear. He is coming back, but our investigative reporters, it's AB's Twitter page, we have a live look in at Tua.
351! 351! Rover!
He seems to have some difficulty letting go of the game.
What's so bad is if you've not seen that movie, you don't understand. So I don't think my dad has seen Ace Ventura before.
All right, so we don't have to watch this whole video of the next one, but at least 30 or 45 seconds. I saw something pretty cool. It was a guy going into a Tampa Bay football game, and he had a nice little guest with him, and wanted to let you see how cool this was.
Is it a ventriloquist?
It's a zombie. He's gonna start trying to bite and watch.
I know that's what I'm saying. Is it a ventriloquist dummy or is it?
Looks like a puppet.
It is.
I don't like this.
Yeah, this makes me think
right,
about
so-
the end of the world or
creepy.
something. That is creepy.
Very creepy.
That's a Halloween video, guys. Calm down, you babies. All right, so you guessed it. I figured out why not have Meta AI create a picture of me carrying a baby zombie inside Raiders Stadium. Now, I don't know why it made me the baby zombie. And also, if you could show his hand, can you get rid of that little
Looks like a
Ticker.
little bullhead.
Can you get
Yeah,
rid
let
of
me
the ticker
let me
at
get
the
rid of
bottom?
that.
watch
Yeah.
that?
There we
Okay.
go.
So I don't know, I don't know
He's
what
got
happened
a-
there, but it kind of reminds me of another picture of from a movie.
It's my strong hand.
Yeah. So, I just thought that was funny. I saw that video. But, all right, you can put the ticker back up. All right. We're to my walk-off now. This is the one I told Quincy not to, because it's really good. So, I don't know if you saw Brett Baer interviewed Kamala last week. So, for all the people that haven't seen it, we have a recap for you. Roll clip.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me, Brad.
Thank you.
We'll see how this goes for you.
Miss Harris, how many people do you believe have crossed the border since? Miss Harris. Kamala, please. Mrs. Vice President, it's a simple question.
I'm speaking. Excuse me, I'm speaking.
I apologize.
Repost.
All right, well, I'm just going to say it. She destroyed him. Oh my gosh, Roy. Oh golly, he's so embarrassed. I bet those Republicans are regretting that one. Kamala, Kamala, Kamala.
And that's the walk-off, and that's the second quarter.
Scary thing is, it's pretty accurate.
Yeah, exactly.
So you were
All
very
right, ladies
angry
and
during that
gentlemen.
interview.
We hope you enjoyed the second quarter, brought to you by Josh Moran and IamJoshMoran.com. Visit IamJoshMoran.com for high quality crap. That's right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time now. We are going to move over to the third quarter. The third quarter is brought to you by Grit and Grace Goodies. That's right. Visit www.gritandgracegoodies.com Use the offer code ROLLTIDE20 for 20% off the entire site. We do hope that our offense and defense does not use that offer code anymore because they are losing 20% of their capacity to be productive. But with that, we invite you to enjoy this quick video of the dashes on DeBoer.
I love that so much.
Nice hip movement, buddy.
Thank you.
Isn't he the best little dancer ever?
Tiny dancer who runs.
That's what I was gonna say, Quincy.
What?
Tiny dancer who
I'm
runs.
a tiny
Yeah.
All right, that was the debut of that video. So let me get reactions just real
I
quick
hadn't
before
even
you
seen
start.
that.
I hadn't seen it either.
What do you think?
Austin
I love it.
doesn't think anything, which must be he must only think during the games in chat. Text messaging.
Exactly.
Austin, I told you to bring your alter ego. BS Bama Hotline, Austin. Where are you?
There you go.
right.
There you go.
I'm speaking. All right, hey, as we get into the third quarter here with the dashes on DeBoer, if you're watching this show live, we'd like to say thank you very much for showing up and comment so we can show you what's up. Comment below with whatever your comments may be. And now it's time for the dash.
I did not click that button, but I don't have much to say today. I'm very frustrated. Saturday was my first Saturday home since our kickoff Saturday to actually enjoy it and watch the game at home, me and my pups.
Okay.
And
just want to
it
throw
was
out, you
a
just used
letdown.
the word enjoy.
Yeah, I didn't get to enjoy it. There was nothing to enjoy.
Needed to clarify that.
Yeah, there was nothing to enjoy. It was aggravating. So I'm just going to play my clip for now. Austin has quite a few things to talk about and videos and all the things and pictures. And he's pulling a Josh today. And yeah, I'm going to just show you what I think about it for now. The GOAT has spoken. And yeah.
I don't really analyze Alabama. I never take the lead. You know, I'm a fan now, so I think the message that I would give to everybody is the most important thing that all of us can do as fans for Alabama is to be supportive. Support the program, support the players, support the coaches, and if we want to have that, will enhance us to be able to have the best solution in transition, because it's always difficult transition when you have a fairly successful program and somebody else comes in and it's very challenging. And so I've been very supportive of the players, the coaches, the team, the university in every way that I can. And I will continue to do that. And I would encourage others to do this. I don't.
Coach Saban, the GOAT, has spoken. And as you can see, my tagline is still DeBoer in 24. I don't agree with everybody that DeBoer is the problem. I think a lot of the problem is that he is trying to create momentum and success with Coach Saban's players. And until DeBoer is able to recruit his players that he would go after, it's probably not going to work because it's obvious that these players are not meshing with DeBoer and Womack and Sheridan. So I do have problems with Sheridan and Womack, but until maybe another couple of seasons of just sucky, I still think I'm with Coach Saban. He said in a different clip that he felt like that Coach DeBoer was the guy. So until Coach Saban tells me not to believe it, I'm just going to keep on trucking. And that's about all I have to say because I'm very disappointed. You know why? Because I will not wear that gaudy orange. And I thought about it on Saturday. So, honey, would you like me to show pictures first or clips from the presser today first?
No.
Okay. Let your inner green man out.
I disagree with what you just said, Ruff.
Yeah, I know. You always do. So
No, that's not true.
it's part of marriage. We don't ever agree on anything. So
What is going on? What the heck is going on?
Welcome to the program, Bama Hotline, Austin Dash.
No, okay. This is a question for you guys. How the heck did he go to the national championship with 3-star players, and he's come to Alabama with 5-star players everywhere, and can't put one full game together with the offense and defense playing worth a crap?
I don't know. They lost 2 games his first year, right? Maybe we're about to run the table.
He had 3-star players all 3 years.
Joke, we're not
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I do have something to comment. Wild Bill, you go first.
Oh, I don't have nothing.
Okay.
Guys, come on. We got to try here.
There's my right there. There's my dad.
Here's my
right
expert analysis for all that remains. My expert analysis is this, and I'm going to keep saying it because for the past 3 seasons, this problem has been an underlying issue in the locker room and on the field
slowly but
under
surely, yes.
under Nick Saban. The difference between Kalen DeBoer and Nick Saban is Nick Saban has the professional experience and success to push Alabama forward, even to get them in the playoffs after that horrendous South Florida game, after that horrendous Texas game, after that terrible game at Auburn that we, by all accounts, should have lost. And Coach Saban talked about it. You look at the transfer portal, okay? You look at the transfer portal and what happened there, over the past 3 seasons, 2 seasons, Saban's last 2 seasons, and you listen to what the key indicators were and what Coach Saban has talked about why he retired. Guys were throwing their helmets, screaming, yelling, and acting out. And he said himself, that is not the Bama standard. We do not act like that. So what Kalen DeBoer is taking over, and this may not age well, and it's okay if it doesn't, he's got to take the success that was there, but he has to redefine culture and the standard, like Amber said, with someone else's players. Now, he did bring players in, but the fact is that he's got to get in there. He's got to revamp the culture and the attitude, rebrand it to reestablish what the Bama standard is. And we've had these issues for a few years now. And it's the product of NIL. It's the product of the transfer portal. It was all coming to this. And you can see how wise Coach Saban was in retiring when he did. And that's why I'm like Amber. I'm rolling with DeBoer. I am for the next 2 to 3 years to give him the opportunity to reshape
3 years.
3 years to reshape our culture, our system with the current mentality of the players as he goes through these choppy waters. That's where I'm at, Austin.
And he can have 3 Nick Saban players left over after next year in this transfer portal that's about to hit. Like, come on, man. He might have a team of his own players next year.
It could, but look at the 5 stars and how they compete.
He went to a championship with friggin' Washington in year 2, and I'm going to give him 3 years at Bama? Hell no. Get out of here.
It's completely different. You're not talking apples and oranges. Or apples and apples, excuse me. Go ahead.
So, and I'm going to say, piggyback off of what Quincy said, I feel like the only difference between 2024 and 2020, let's say 2, or last year, is I think Alabama has had such better players than other schools that discipline could suck so bad, and athleticism, we would still win ball games somehow. Like, that was definitely last year. It's like, didn't execute well, but we've got better players than everybody else. So, then you play Michigan, who is disciplined and has great players. Well, there you go. That's all she wrote. So that's where we're at. I don't know. I need either West Virginia or Alabama to win. If both are going to lose, then I'm screwed. It's always been one or the other.
I'm trying to get you on a path here, honey.
Yeah, sorry. Okay. So let's look at can you zoom can you pull that into where it's
I
the
can't.
whole screen? Okay.
I can't.
Okay,
'Cause
guys.
it's an iPhone.
Look at this wonderful read by Jalen Milroe.
He runs.
Do you
there,
want-
right? Does he run?
I thought it was probably a sack. Who knows?
Yeah, nothing came of it. Whatever it was, that's the point of the picture. Is that he
Well, I mean,
had
Is it the point of the picture that you're supposed to know what happened?
Well,
Austin sent it in the text thread
yeah.
and then told me to save it.
Yeah.
We have
So-
3 different ones.
Oh yeah, and look at the green grass. I'm sorry.
Oh my lord!
I
Does he
could
throw
have
the- does he throw
ran
the-
that.
Does he throw the ball here?
No,
Yes,
he
he
does.
does. 20
Yeah.
yards down the field, and it's an incomplete pass.
Seems legit. I mean, why would you run?
I mean, if
Huh?
Austin could have got a first down running a 4.7,
Oh,
I
coulda
guarantee.
Why would
I
he
coulda got a
not?
first
Guarantee.
He's
Hey,
supposed to be a running quarterback. Why is he
Hey,
not running right here?
I'll tell you what. Even on that third pick you show, if he would have thrown it right there, he'd have missed him because he couldn't throw with the shit yesterday the other day.
Look at this.
So
He could have underhand tossed it to him.
he could have also
Yeah.
took off running right there.
Oh yeah, no, he had.
I
He
mean-
had. Let's see, what is that right there? 20 yards of nobody really.
This one
I mean,
right
he's-
here was he passed it and it was an incompletion and he
You
couldn't have
have-
ran.
You have 25 yards of nobody in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
What the heck
Just-
is going on?
I think there's a
Yeah.
lot more of these you could probably find if you looked a lot.
Oh, yeah.
deeper.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Okay, so we're under our 5-minute mark and Austin had some videos he wanted to show. So we'll just start. It's
Okay,
from
go ahead.
our, do you want to do the,
Just
wait, are they all
throwing-
from the today? Okay, these are all
Yeah,
from,
for
these
Twitter.
are all from the presser
This
today.
was just a couple highlights.
Let's go.
First off, Sheridan was asked about the players pretending to shoot basketballs on 4th down
I didn't
because
see
that, yeah, it's a picture floating around online. It definitely happened. Not really
Yes,
sure what
it
the
was
point
on
is.
It was on the 4th and 1. Ryan Williams and Jeremy Bernard both.
They were
acted like
trying
they
to
were
say that
Kobe
there
and-
was some kind of craziness going on, and he's trying to say that was planned. I don't really know, but anyway, here we go.
Nobody knows
On
what he's trying to
Jalen's
say right
fourth
here.
down sneak towards the end of the first half, the TV broadcast showed Ryan and Jeremy pretending to shoot a basketball on the outside of the field. Is that part of the design of the play or just something spontaneous?
Yeah, you're talking about the quarterback sneak. Yeah, I don't know. There's nothing on the field that we're not coaching.
What does
So,
that even?
that's
What does that mean?
Like what? Like, are you trying to?
Exactly.
My thought when I heard that, I was like, so are they
talking
trying
about,
to
bro?
pull people, draw people off sides or something? Like, what's happening?
They
It's
tried to
happening.
shoot a basketball during a play.
During the, was it before the play started or
I'm
during
gonna-
the
No.
play?
I'm
It
gonna
was
try
like they were jumping up like instead of the quarterback sneak, like he was throwing the ball to them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. Let me
Austin,
see
if
I can
you find it, just send it to me
Yeah,
while you're
go ahead
looking.
and
I'll
go
go
to
ahead and
another
go
one.
to the next one, which is, I believe the rest of our videos are Coach DeBoer. He looks tired, y'all. He looks like he needs a nap. This is about Sab. What he played the entire game with a broken foot, just in case y'all missed it.
I know with Keon.
Wow.
Keon Sab, he does have a lower extremity injury. We're still gathering information here, but we do expect him to be down for a while. And so, that could be an extended amount of time.
Just to clarify on the injuries in the secondary, does that include Xavier? Because I know we didn't see him for most of the game there.
Yeah, that'd be Xavier, Devontae. Is there anyone else you're wondering about? Red, yeah.
So Greg McElroy told on his podcast, Austin,
yeah.
that Keon Sab played 3 quarters with a broken foot.
and made that big play downfield to break up that long pass. So
Amber, I sent
props
you the
to him.
video.
Okay,
Yeah, I
I'll,
just sent it to
In
you
the
too.
group chat. It's in the
I'll
group.
pull it up after because we're already on almost a minute. So here's a video when asked about the health status of Jalen Milroe.
Yeah, Coach, just with Jalen, is he dealing with anything from an injury standpoint, maybe banged up a little bit? And if not, what do you do to kind of build his confidence?
Most vague answer ever.
Yeah, I think at this point in the year, I don't think there's I don't think there's many guys that play a lot of snaps who don't have something.
Just shut the hell up. This is such a.
He's more than capable.
I'm tired of this bullshit.
As he goes through the week, you're just ready to play on Saturday.
I don't know why people get all feisty about his answers because those are pretty much the same answers that Coach Saban would have gave.
No, it's not. Coach Saban was.
Thank you. Finally, somebody on this testosterone-driven podcast agrees with me.
It's not true. Coach Saban.
We're at 30 seconds, and this is a minute.
Can I say something?
No, we did have a minute left from Josh's podcast. So I'm just going to.
Saban is more of an open book than this guy.
Yep.
Different in generations.
That's all I wanted to say.
I think
big picture is.
I think to a degree.
Picture
go ahead.
She's playing a video.
What's in front of us.
Sorry, guys. We have like a minute carried over from Josh's podcast segment, so we'll just take it.
Championship caliber teams build on your belief. Build on your.
Can you go back? Like, what is this even referenced to? You just started playing a video.
And
it says above it. Asking about
people that aren't watching
championships that have been won.
Well, are they going to be able to hear it?
Yeah, you can hear
it. For the audio listener, if you'll.
He was asked. Kalen DeBoer was asked about a 5-2 start. His quote to the press today about having a 5-2 start.
Locker room from our players, they understand the big picture is one thing. In order to make the big picture relevant, we have to take care of what's in front of us. And
you mean like Tennessee or Vanderbilt? Oh, shut the hell up.
Do what the championship teams do. Build on championship caliber teams do.
You're not a championship team.
Build on your, just intensity and everything that you do, and then just have some grit. I think if you look across the championships that have been won in this program, obviously I wasn't a part of them.
No, you weren't.
There's probably a lot of common things that I just mentioned that are right there. I firmly
15
believe
penalties ain't one of
that.
Then do them.
You just gotta.
I'm done with y'all. I'm done with y'all listening to this. I'm gonna pull up the footage while y'all talk about that of the basketball throw thing.
You're too grumpy, and every time.
No, I'm trying to keep us on time, Josh.
We ain't gotta be
That's
on
my
time.
job.
You get too upset with like thinking that we're like treating
My
you some sort of way
job.
'cause you're a female.
My
or something.
job.
It really gets in your brain.
My job is to keep us on time.
Well, you ain't. The first quarter went for 27 minutes.
No, it didn't.
You're
I have
alive.
the timer going.
You're alive.
No,
I have the
I
timer
started
going all the time.
So when does the timer
guys.
start? then?
I started this program 15 minutes early or 10 minutes
Well,
early.
I'm accounting for that. It is 6:30 right now. That's an hour already.
Our 15-minute timer went off a minute and a half ago. Okay, here is the play at question that people don't know what is being talked about, where the guys
they Kobe.
acted like they were Kobeing or something.
But before you start it real quick, I'm going to fix. So from now on, we'll just do our quarters are 15-minute-ish.
Pretending to shoot a basketball on the outside of the field. Is that
Okay,
part of the
just
design
keep
of the play
playing
or
it.
just
That's
something
fine.
spontaneous?
It's my quarter, Josh.
Yeah, you're talking about the quarterback sneak.
There that
You
was.
don't have to rush that
Jalen's
fast. You
fourth
can
down
still like
sneak
get your point
towards the end of
across.
the first half. The TV broadcast shows
Yeah, I don't
Ryan
really
Jeremy
understand what
pretending to
that
shoot a
was
basketball
for
on the
when.
outside.
Yeah,
Kobe.
Design of the play.
Yeah, but that's not useful. If it was like, if they were using that to try to draw people off sides, that's one thing. But that was just.
Hey, we haven't talked about that damn fake injury bull crap. What was that?
Okay, so here's the explanation. So Tennessee subbed. The referees didn't stop for Alabama to be able
For Alabama to sub.
If the offense subs, the defense has to sub. So
we
he
fake an injury.
No,
No.
well, obviously we
Kind
did.
of.
But he comes off the field, they throw him back out there, and then for whatever reason he goes down.
Guys, I hear that, but if they are doing it then, that means they do it in other situations. And that's I've been talking about how I hate that crap on this very podcast.
Yeah, but that's back to the refs. The refs sucked, and they didn't.
You can't blame that stupid.
You can. They didn't give Alabama the time to sub.
So if the refs miss a call, then you cheat.
I guess
that what you're saying?
their goal was probably for him to go down and come out and then sub.
Their goal was for him to fake an injury.
No, that was not the goal. That was not the goal.
They literally screamed at him to go down with an injury. I saw it.
Did anybody ask that in the press conference
Nope.
today?
They're not
Austin?
asking the
Yeah.
questions. or whatever.
Hold on. Wild Bill is trying to speak.
He addressed it Saturday night in the post game.
So what did he say?
Oh, he did.
He was the officials, just like he said. He was hot at the officials because they did not give us time to sub.
Okay.
Not even acknowledge it.
Tennessee sub because the one official is supposed to stand over the ball till the defense gets their subs in. But they was running the clock and never had the official standing over the ball when Alabama was trying to sub. And that's why Coach DeBoer got so mad because they did not let Alabama substitute. So
then it was a big play.
I still don't think you make a guy fake an injury to make up for it. I don't think that's good. So I don't care why he did it. I don't care.
It's different when it's in the middle of the game and they're just drawing out time. But in this instance, I mean, what are you supposed to do? You're going to get a penalty. What are you supposed to do?
I didn't hear any of this whenever Ole Miss did it. We were all bagging on them, guys. Like,
But that's not the officials ignoring the fact that the other team has an option to substitute. It's different.
Lane Kiffin does it when there's not anything.
Lane Kiffin does it for fun.
Hey, my whole point is you shouldn't do it anyway.
That's true. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's right, but it's a penalty.
So just instruct your student sections to throw beer bottles and everything else on the
We're not
field
talking about
and get the
Texas.
officials to overturn the call.
$250,000 fine, everybody. $250,000 fine.
And what else is crazy is they're gonna take those students' tickets away.
Yeah, they're not going to be allowed to games.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You're referring to Texas?
Yes. They're not going to do anything.
I believe that like it's snowing in Miami, Florida tonight.
All that oil money that them kids got, they ain't taking them out of nothing.
But
All right, there you go. That is your third quarter with the dashes on DeBoer. And
hey guys,
thank you.
I liked the interactive stuff in the videos. That was nice.
Yep, good way to bring it. Way to bring it, dashes. Thank you very much.
Amber,
we were trying really hard.
If you're running just a little late, don't worry about it. Get your points across.
We don't do that in an actual game, Josh.
So
why would we do that?
I'm talking about
on the
Well,
podcast.
I got
in
an
an
idea.
actual
The next-
game, we
here.
just lose.
Here's what I got. If we are running over on
I think Austin
time,
needs
we
to
will
drink
ask.
beer during the podcast like he does at home.
He does not drink. I can guarantee you that.
Here's what we'll do. If we are running out of time and we still have points to make, we will send Austin onto the field and make him fall down, and then we will get additional time.
Hey, you should come up with some sort of like video of somebody falling down or something.
Or
Yeah,
just
Austin,
me.
please.
I'll go outside and just fall down, and if we need more time, we'll just play that video.
Hey, bet,
We'll be
bet,
okay.
bet, bro.
Yes.
Bet.
Here's the thing, too, is it could be a 5-second video, 4.7 seconds of you running the 40, and the rest of the time you falling down.
Boom.
So
Boom. That'll work.
I'm on it.
And
All right,
when he
ladies and
falls
gentlemen,
down-
that is
when he
it.
falls down and he'll be like at 30 yards.
It's time now. That's pretty gracious. I mean, you're giving him.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh no, I'll make it.
All right.
I'll make it. I'll
We
make it
we
all
need to
40.
see it. All right, it's
Okay.
time now for the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter is brought to you by Man vs. Marriage, the podcast. That's right. Come to Man vs. Marriage, the podcast, to become a better man, a better husband, and a better lover. That's right. You can get it all there free of charge. We don't charge you anything. It just costs you your time, your energy, and your intention. Come to Man vs. Marriage, the podcast. I should probably play the opening video for Man vs. Marriage, don't you think?
Yeah.
Man
Love
versus
it.
marriage. Now is the time to change your life. And with that, we will get into the fourth quarter here on the BS podcast. And that's right. It's time for predictions. I got a prediction of my own. I predict Josh won, even though I already had the inside information.
Yeah, so Josh picked 27-17 Tennessee win. Mine was also Tennessee win, but I had 41-28. And everybody else had Alabama winning. So there that is.
What were those? Would you cover those scores? Because I don't remember what my
Yes,
score was.
Austin had 34-28. Q Dog was 41-30, and Wild Bill was 31-27.
So Wild Bill thought
man,
we'd
I'm
score
so bad at
41.
No, I didn't say 41.
Quincy Moran thought we would score 41.
31-27.
Dang, Quincy.
But
Yeah,
hey,
I'm no good at this.
Hey, definitely could have. The chance was there.
Jalen could have thrown for 400 yards if he could have hit the receivers that was open.
If he could have hit my camper running, he
Jalen
would
out there
have.
looking like Gardner Minshew.
Fair point. Well, congratulations, Josh. I think that puts you with 3 wins on the season.
Yep.
Wild
So
Bill
he's
with
the
1.
one that's
Quincy
up
Moran
right
with
now.
1. Okay.
Austin Amber Dash with Zippo.
I thought I won
Oh
one.
wait, no, yeah, he did.
Hey.
I'm the only one that hasn't won.
Hang on, we're 5-2. That's 7 games.
Hold on. Hold on. Let me do my math here. Hold on. Let me
Oh,
look.
gosh. Y'all be careful. She was homeschooled by your aunt.
Yeah, because it's only 7. I don't know how long that could take, but we'll see.
Hey,
Well,
Josh,
you got to
chance.
count. You got to count
Hey,
who's
Uncle
won.
Bill.
did you
Hey,
see the former Chicago Bear nail it for the Packers in the win yesterday?
Is that who y'all got as kicker?
Yeah. Yeah, you know, they let
They let
Carlson go.
yeah.
And then that rookie they signed this year, they let him go, and they brought in McManus Thursday.
Oh, wow.
I have
he's the guy.
I have a week. The week that Austin and I were not on, I don't have predictions from that week to know who won. Sorry,
I believe Austin won that week.
is that the week he won?
What
Yeah.
game was it?
Hey, I just want to say
Okay.
everybody on here has a chance to be the kicker at Arizona. There's that.
True. True.
They're holding
yes.
tryouts.
Josh is. I will have this.
It's 3-1,
better-
1-1. I'm pretty sure.
Yes, it is. I will have this better notated next week, but it's literally everybody but me has won a week. So.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, I
And
think
Josh
I have.
is up 3. It's 3 Josh, 1 Q, 1 Austin, 1 Dad.
Sounds like it might be 4 Josh, because that's only 6.
Okay, then it's 4 Josh, whatever.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, now
Might be
he's
two
being
on-
like the students at
It might be,
Texas. He's
it might
just
be
deciding
2
the
Wild
rules.
Bill. It might be 2 Wild
Yeah,
Bill.
could be 2. Well, Amber, go back and confirm that for us, if you will.
I will.
It might be 2 Wild Bill, 3 Josh, and then a Quincy and an Austin, which would put us at 7. I think that is correct, unless it's
I have
4 Josh.
I think the week we weren't on, I don't know who won, and I don't know what everybody else's predictions were from that week. So that must.
What game was it?
South
The
Florida,
one we
right?
lost, probably.
We
Now,
didn't
y'all
have a
went to
winner
South,
of the
y'all went to
Vandy
South
game.
Florida, didn't you?
We went to the South Florida game. I have that. You know, I have
We weren't
South.
on.
We didn't have a winner of the Vandy game.
That's the one I don't have the predictions for, but none of us would have been right because we all picked Alabama to win.
Correct. So there's only 6
yeah.
winners.
So that was right.
I think I won the Georgia game. Right?
It doesn't matter.
What was the score of the Georgia game? That
It
was the
doesn't
week
matter.
we were gone
Hey,
too.
You know what? This is
Okay,
2,
we'll
3,
get
1, and
we'll
1,
get
and 1,
that.
and 1. 3, 1, 1, 1.
We'll-
3,
hey,
1, 1, 1.
We'll get that
It's like
in the
Alabama's
week
season
following.
now. It doesn't matter.
Can somebody tell me what the score of the Georgia game
agree.
was, and I'll have the answer like immediately. I forgot the Vandy
41
game.
to
Nobody won.
34.
41-34. Okay. So with that, Alabama returns home after. Okay, and I would say this, just putting a cap on the Tennessee game.
We should.
I think it's the tale of 2 teams who sucked, and like we talked about earlier, which team sucked the worst, and that ended up being Alabama. So Tennessee sucked just a little bit less, but we come together now with a 6-1 Missouri and a 5-2 Alabama. And I tell you what's going to be most difficult for me is rooting against the team for whom I was a humongous fan of the week prior, because I couldn't root loud enough for Mizzou when they beat Auburn.
What is wrong with your microphone?
Your mic is doing something weird, but I was right. It's Josh 3, everybody else 1. I was right.
Except for Amber because she's
Except
a loser.
for me. So if I don't win this week, I'm thinking about just leaving the podcast altogether.
The only thing she won was by being my wife. Okay, let's keep going.
Am I still a gargled?
Okay, no, it's good now. It's good.
Okay, the thing I wanted to talk about is how difficult it's going to be for me from one weekend to the next to be such a humongous fan of Mizzou as they played Auburn, and now I'll be rooting against them as they play Alabama. Not going to be hard at all, but I was a huge Mizzou fan when they beat Auburn in Missouri. But hey, Alabama comes back home after sucking the worst in Neyland Stadium out in Knoxville, and we are going to talk about the betting odds. It looks to me the matchup predictor on ESPN shows Alabama to have an 82% chance to win. And Wild Bill,
14-point favorite.
Oh God!
Why should we? It's great. I
I
can't even get a sentence out. I can't even get a sentence out to Wild Bill. Wild Bill, talk to me about why we should believe anything that's published about Alabama and their stats. Why do they have an 82% chance to win? I just don't get it. Anything with you?
Because it's at Bryant Denny Stadium. 102,000 compared to, 40,000 in Missouri, whatever they. And I don't know what kind of drug they'll give the quarterback to bring him out of the hospital to be able to play. I'm amazed that you can be gone for 2 hours to the hospital and come back. You've had some kind of drug shot up in you that makes you be Superman. And
what are you referencing? Sorry about that, Wild Bill. What
Missouri's
are you referencing? Got
hurt.
Missouri's starting quarterback got hurt.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
At the start of the game, and they take him to the hospital. He's gone for 2 hours, and he comes back. He don't even limp or nothing.
Man, give me some of that.
Cocaine.
Okay.
Okay, can somebody explain to me how that's legal?
Well, it should.
Can they do that?
All is legal in 2024.
I've never heard of a quarterback leaving the premises.
They took him to the hospital.
And coming back to finish the game.
They gave him a
That'll
suppository.
That'll be the next NIL deal is meth and cocaine because it helps you perform better on the field. So I'll be looking forward to that
Cocaine
one.
Bear.
Yeah, he was gone for
what a weird movie.
2 hours.
Hey, y'all, can I show y'all something?
So we're playing at home. That's the only thing I could.
Can I show y'all?
Yeah.
Can I show y'all something?
Absolutely, Josh. Well, Bill, just to finish your comment, I know we're going to have 102,000 Alabama fans, but we can still only put 11 on the field. And the 11 at a time, just, man. I mean, we've won 5 games, but look at all, look at all we've left on the field.
I wanted to show y'all a live photo of Alabama's players. Can you see it?
No.
Hold on. I have to add you to the stage. There we go.
Oh, they're just eating all the rat poison. I like it.
Yeah, that's them right there. They're dining on it.
I was
every
hoping that
night.
was cocaine.
it might be. I just.
So,
I mean, but we know we've got the talent. We can do it.
Right.
We showed it the first half against Georgia. But
and on the last play too.
That's what I told some friends today. I said, okay, we beat the team that beat Texas. And then we lost to the team that lost to, was it Georgia Southern? And then lost to Arkansas. I'm like, I don't understand. How do you play such a perfect first half on offense? And it's not been the same since.
Missouri beat Vanderbilt.
Here's
nothing makes
other
sense
thing.
anymore. I'm glad I'm not a bet man. I'd be broke.
Here's the other thing that's perplexing, and I discussed this with Josh and on a live here real quick. And Wild Bill, I'm interested to know what your thoughts were. Week after week, you tend to see teams improve and get better. Matter of fact, the sense of Alabama is that you always had the confidence that no matter what the first half looked like, that we could close the gap and play for the win in the second half. That, based on the graphic that I showed you just in SEC play, shows you what it's gone like in the second half versus SEC teams. Georgia outscored us 27-11. We did score 21 against Vanderbilt compared to their 17, but it wasn't enough to win. South Carolina was flat, 13-13, and then Tennessee rips off 24 points in the second half. And I just got to say, there's really no confidence in our football team right now. And week after week after week, as my buddy Jeff had talked about, you should be seeing some sort of improvement, and it seems as if we are getting worse. Are you seeing the same thing, Wild Bill?
Seeing the same thing.
They're not getting no better. But I still, where is the leadership among the team, among the players?
Penalties.
Where is Jalen and Tyler and Malachi and Deontay? Why can they, which I mean, they're part of the problem, I think. Why can they not get this team to play together? To me, they got this music blaring coming out onto the field at practice. They got AC/DC and something else, and they're doing all this. You got the ice cream truck. Do away with the ice cream truck. They're more worried about eating ice cream than they are playing football.
Ice cream is for winners.
And there's just no team chemistry, it doesn't seem like to me. Because I'm baffled that you'd throw 19 passes toward one 17-year-old boy in a game of that magnitude. So what does that tell the other wide receivers? We don't need you.
Yeah, warm up the portal.
Because my theory is Ryan Williams will probably be gone.
Oh, he ain't
here's another thing.
He ain't coming back to this.
Here's another thing, Wild Bill, and Amber made the point, I think a couple episodes ago, and Josh just continued to give her kudos as we were watching the game together. It does not make sense that Milroe is not amongst the team and trying to rally his guys on the sideline. He's not. It's like an NFL quarterback, except for Patrick Mahomes, to Josh's credit. He's on the sideline, resting, relaxing, no emotion, and then he comes back on the field and plays flat. So, Austin, let me ask you this before we
getting massages on the sideline.
Yeah, we might need him over. With that being said, during
we're at
the
3
press
minutes.
conference,
I'm just letting you know.
You got it. Cue the Austin video. With that being said, Austin, on today's press conference to start the week, was there any mention? Did anybody ask, is Jalen going to start this game, or did Coach DeBoer clarify that?
They did not ask. But when asked if he was healthy, he said he'll be able to do everything we need him to play a football game.
So before we do any
I
kind
have a
of
question too.
predictions, okay. Before we do predictions, we'll do this. We'll get Austin's question, and then we'll get down to business on predictions. Josh, what are the odds in percentage that Jalen Milroe does not start the game against Missouri?
0%.
0%. Okay.
There's no damn way they're going to bench Milroe.
Amber.
What is the percentage I wish or that I know?
That you believe.
I wish it was 100% because my God, Tom can do so much better. But I'm with Josh. It's like, it's like 0%. Like they're just not gonna. This is not Coach Sarkisian where he is like, hey, let's sit our starter and play Arch, who still couldn't get it together, but whatever.
Yep. Austin Dash, what's the percentage that Jalen does not start the game?
20%.
20%. Wild Bill.
He'll start.
0%.
Period. Yeah.
Okay.
Question is though, do you think he'll be on a leash if he just comes out and just sucks? You don't think there's no chance if they're down 21-0 they don't.
Probably not.
They don't put somebody else in.
My God,
Probably not.
Tom. Come on.
I'm gonna say there's
I'd
a
rather see Dylan
55.
Lonergan.
There's a 55% chance that Milroe does not start this game against Missouri. That's my
You
thought.
have lost.
Y'all are crazy. You're crazy as hell.
Hey, we've all lost our mind. We all
We're-
picked Alabama to win games.
Yeah.
I picked them to lose against Tennessee.
All right, Austin Dash, get your question in, and then we
Okay.
will go to predictions
So-
and end this one for the week.
What's blowing my mind the most is who thought that offense would be the struggle this year?
I mean, it's not just the offense. The defense has sucked. most of the time, too.
Defense did not lose our game Saturday, though.
Okay. Yes, exactly.
Our defense
Just
played an
saying.
entire
But-
game for the
but-
most part.
I'm
Quincy,
just
will
saying.
you? But
it's
will
not
you
just
pull
the
back
offense.
up? Will you pull back up that graphic showing how many points Alabama scored in the second half? 17, 13, 11, and 10. After, I'm trying to figure out. Everybody was like, if Alabama wins games, it'll be shootouts. We can't score
Yep.
20 points.
That was my thought too. I said I'm worried about the defense, but we finally have an offense that can outpace anybody with all the talent.
Never mind.
And that is not it.
We did not score 20 points against one team, and I told y'all last week that Tennessee had a top-ranked defense, and Uncle
No,
Bill said they ain't played nobody.
I agree with that. Their
Tennessee's
numbers,
defense ain't no good.
their
They
numbers are
played somebody
inflated.
now, didn't they? And look what happened.
We had
Our
guys
offense
open.
lost our game, Josh.
We had guys open all day.
Our receivers
We
was
had a
running
quarterback.
wide open.
Jalen couldn't hit the side of a barn.
There's always
Saturday.
An excuse. There's always an excuse.
Okay,
Shut
we'll
up,
see what
Josh.
they do the next. We'll see what they do the next few games. I still call Tennessee to lose to Vanderbilt. At least I hope anyway.
Yes. Vandy, finally into the top 25.
I just want to see Army win the whole thing.
By the
whole
way,
championship.
after Saturday, Tennessee's number 4 in the country in total defense. So there's that. Oh,
Yeah.
and look at Missouri's
Still
number
ain't
10.
no good.
Okay, can we get some predictions going? I'm hungry. I haven't had dinner. Let's go.
The prediction
you
is
just
I'm
now-
going to
you
start
just now
smoking
saying that?
cigarettes.
Okay, here we go. So it's time now for your man versus marriage predictions. And we are going to talk number 1 to Amber Dash. What is your prediction for?
I don't know. Okay, so we're playing at Bryant Denny, right?
Uh-huh.
What's Missouri's what's their
Do your research.
I'll shove some research somewhere. I've worked all day. What is their record?
Hey.
You've been
6-1.
driving. I don't even want to hear it. Okay.
They're 6-1. Just beat Auburn at home. They had to come from behind on by 17. Come from behind.
I have absolutely no faith in our team, y'all. I don't. I'm gonna go 24-21 Bama. I don't think they can beat us in Bryant Denny, but I also don't think it's gonna be close. So I don't think it's gonna be like a shootout. I think it's gonna be close. So I'm gonna go 24-21 Bama.
All right, you're logging that down, correct?
Yes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, up next, the one, the only Austin Dash.
3-0 Missouri. I'm just kidding. Neither kicker can make a field goal, so it's not going to be 3 to anything.
That's good right there, dude.
That was a good one.
24-17 Alabama.
Can I say something to build off what you just said about that kicker?
Are you kidding me, Austin Dash?
The fact that they tried to say this guy was better than Will Richard, and then he steps up there that's barely a 50-yarder, and he can't even make it to the – he didn't even kick it far enough. Man, get the hell out of here with that crap.
He almost hit –
He ain't even missed an extra point or a field goal in the NFL.
He almost hit the referee.
Oh, it's a travesty.
I think we're underestimating the downfall of this team. So just let me know when it's my turn.
I will. You being the reigning leader of the prediction market, you get to go last. Wild Bill, what is your
Y'all
prediction?
ain't gonna like what I got to say.
9-7.
31-20.
Who?
Who?
I don't ever pick against Alabama.
Okay, Nick Saban, come
you
on
should
now.
Start.
You should.
You ain't trying to win then.
No, I don't. I'm not a traitor.
Okay.
Okay, and up next is Quincy Moran, and I've gone back and forth over and over again, really just trying to quantify what this Alabama team can do. And is this the week that Alabama puts it all together? Is this the week they come home, they figure things out, they gel
Esmo.
as a mighty organization, and they play the rest of the season, get in at the number 12, run the table? I don't think so. Not so fast.
Not so fast.
You had me going there. You had me going.
But I do believe Alabama can put more points on the board at Bryant-Denny Stadium. I'm not impressed with their second half ability. Right now, they're a first half team. So my prediction is 28-17. The Alabama Crimson Tide beats Mizzou, and that comes up to Josh Moran, the leader in sports, right here. Your prediction, Josh?
I think we're underestimating the downfall of this team, and I think it's going to be of epic proportions, but not as bad as Auburn. So honestly, I think we might lose 2 more in a row, dude. Because I don't think the downfall is complete yet. I mean, I don't see anything that would make me think that this team's going to turn it around. Because all I hear is the same shit. Oh, it's a process. We're just going to keep going out there and giving it our 110%. I'm proud of these guys. They sacrifice.
Just give you prediction.
All good. Everything's good. You know what I mean? Everything's good. We just gotta, go back to work and get back to the drawing board and just go out. It's the coach's fault. It starts with me. I'm not hearing anything. He's a baby, dude. So I think we're gonna lose 30-27.
Dad,
30-27.
We're going to lose 30-27. We're going to lose at home, and then we're going to follow that up with an ass kicking at LSU, and then we might win the Mercer game.
Oh my God!
I've got Mercer right now covering the spread.
I'm telling you right now, there's no way we beat Missouri by 12. I think the spread's 12. It's like
it's 13.5.
What the hell have you been watching? Like
13.5.
Missouri has they are number 9 in total defense. I know they haven't played anybody, y'all. So I know. Let me get ahead of you before you even say it.
I don't say that.
They're top 10 passing defense. I don't know. We can't run the ball anyway, so you don't really have to have a good running defense to stop that. So they're going to focus on passing. How's Milroe been playing?
Terrible.
Right. So we're going to lose.
He's been playing like Ace Ventura.
We're going to lose.
Well, he played
30-27.
terrible in that Tennessee game. I think he played a little bit better in the South Carolina game. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. That's it for this week's episode of the BS Podcast. The BS Podcast is brought to you by Don't Tread on Meat.us. That's right, Don't Tread on Meat.us. These are all brands that we set up for you. It's also brought to you by Grit and Grace Goodies. www.gritandgracegoodies.com. Offer code ROLLTIDE20 for 20% off. 20% off your expectations of this Alabama football season. Also brought to you by Man vs. Marriage, the podcast. That's right. Come on over. Check us out. We are getting started on YouTube. Please like and share the program. Like and share this program. And then you yourself can go pick up the latest edition of the BS Podcast t-shirt. It dropped today. Bama fans, we stank. Let all naysayers know we stank. That's right. And that is it for this particular episode. We are so glad that you stopped by. We can't wait to see you next week. And for your opportunity to get on the show, make sure that you comment below. And with that, the Q Dog is here. Says, God bless you, bids you adieu. And we out. Roll Tide, everybody.
One message for you from your aunt. She will bust both of you in the head. Can y'all hear me?
Not rocket science,
I think you, like me, have a face for radio.
Can y'all hear me?
We gonna play with the players we
That's why it sucks.
I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you.
This kind of unprofessionalism does not need to be tolerated. I mean it. Like,
Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me?
what the hell is going on here? Just all hang up.
Another episode of the BS Podcast.
Hang
I'm your
on.
host,
Hang
Quincy
on.
Moran.
Hang on. There's all kinds of noise in my ear now.
Oh, jeez.